Perfect. So, welcome to another Curtain Call conversation. I am here with Neil Hurst, who is just about to go out on the road with the full Monty, the new UK and Ireland tour, as Dave. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. I was just saying before we started recording there, I'm very excited to be coming to see the show in Cheltenham. I saw the last sort of full Monty a couple of years back, well, a few years back now. So is it different? What can we expect from this show?
Um, the Full Monty. If you've seen the film, you've seen it live on stage. Honestly, we're having an absolute ball rehearsing it. It's great fun. The guys who are in it, it's just honestly, it's absolutely fantastic. And although it's a play about male strippers, it's also probably more of a play about brotherhood and
Yeah.
how men are friends with each other and stuff like that, and the real social problems that were around in the mid 90s and are still here today. With the cost of living crisis and all that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. And you're playing Dave. Can you tell us what your character is like? What's his character?
Well, I told my grandma that I was doing this, and she said, "Dave, is that the?" And she stopped herself before she said the fat one. But I'm playing the fat one.
Oh.
But, that's great. So Dave's got, if you remember the film, he's got lots of body issues. He's having problems at home in his marriage, and him getting on stage and taking his clothes off is a huge thing for him. I've got to
Yeah.
be honest, it's a huge thing for me as well.
I was gonna say, have you ever done that before?
I've gone down to purple hot pants before. I did a
Ah,
musical called Fat Friends, and I had to
oh
get down
yeah.
to purple hot pants. But that's about as far as I've ever got. This is
Oh
slightly more
wow.
revealing.
And how are the rest of the guys? Have you worked with any of them before?
I've worked with one before. My friend Adam is in this show with us, and me and Adam grew up together. We were friends going back to when we were 12, 11 years old, and it's great having him on, and he's part of the company as well. So it's
Yeah.
yeah, we're having a right good time.
Excellent. So you're nearly ready to hit the road. I mean, the tour starts on the 14th, which isn't too far away. I mean, you've obviously done a load of stuff in the past. I was reading some information about you, but I mean, what's touring life like for you? Do you enjoy it or not so much? Or
Oh, you know what? I'd rather be on tour than in a venue for a long period of
right.
time, because I like going around and seeing different places.
Yeah.
And there's so many gorgeous regional theatres. It really is just a pleasure being in them and in the different towns as well.
Yeah.
Um, this is the first tour I've done post COVID.
Right.
So interested to see how the world has changed. But yeah, I've done quite a few tours before, and I like it. Only problem is, last tour I did, they put us up in very swanky hotels, and I've been a bit spoiled since then,
Oh,
and
I
I'm
see.
going to have to treat myself, I think.
I think you will. You'll deserve it. I mean, it's a big, long tour. Are you doing the whole
It
tour?
is. Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
it all, and I have a
Yeah.
break at Christmas where I disappear and do panto, and then
Ah.
I've got about 4 days off, and I'm back in. I hope I don't get them confused and take my clothes off halfway through panto.
Oh, yeah, I don't
Very
think that would
shocking.
go down particularly well. I mean, talking
No.
of panto, yeah, talking of panto, I had a little press release in my emails the other day about a panto that you've written with Jodie Prenger.
Oh yes, yeah,
This
yeah. Me and
sounds
Jodie
very exciting.
no, we met on Fat Friends. I've just been talking about, and we
Oh,
wrote loads of bits and pieces tomorrow together. We're trying to emulate. So Ruth Jones and James Corden, they met on Fat Friends, the TV show. So we thought we had to try and get something like them. So yeah, we wrote a show for the Other Palace called A Very Very Bad Cinderella,
mm.
which is a very naughty version of the Cinderella story with lots of rude words. Uh, uh, Rude, suggestive things.
So not one for the kids.
No, no, keep the kids
No.
away. Keep the kids away.
And what pantomime are you doing this Christmas?
I'm doing Cinderella. I'm Buttons in Cinderella. Probably for the
Oh.
last time, because I'm 41 now, and Buttons is madly in love with Cinderella. But the Cinderellas are getting younger and younger, and it's starting to get a bit creepy. So I have to put a dress on for future years.
Oh gosh. I never, unfortunately, ever got to see Fat Friends the musical. Um, and you were in that, and I loved the
Yeah.
TV program. How was that for you? How was that show? Did you love
Oh,
doing that?
wonderful! Yeah, it's great fun. It was just a great fun.
Mm,
What the musicals you just go and everybody goes and has a right good time. It
yeah.
was really good fun. But sadly, last year we lost Kay Mellor, who was the writer of that,
Mm.
and then earlier this year we lost Nick Lloyd Webber, who was the writer of the music as well. So
Oh
it's a
gosh.
very special show and a lot of special place for me because two lovely, lovely people who put their heart and soul into it aren't
Yeah.
with us anymore.
Yeah, that's really sad. I think it was due to come back, wasn't it? And then
Yeah.
it didn't
Well,
happen.
they were rehearsing it, and then COVID came, and
Yeah.
it cancelled all sorts of stuff, and unfortunately, it never hit the road again. So
Yeah.
nobody got to see me in my purple hot pants again.
Well, let's just
No.
start the petition to get it back out on the road then.
Oh
Why
yeah,
not?
trust me.
I don't know whether you've seen, the Full Monty. It's an iconic
Oh
film,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course, and they've just done a little mini TV series. Have you
yes,
seen that
yeah.
just to see what the
Yes,
characters
I
are like
watched it
now?
and see
Yeah,
see what happens to me in
yeah,
25 years' time. Um, yeah, I have. I loved it. I thought it was
yeah. I
great,
loved
and
it too.
I love the film. The film. So it turns 25 this year. In fact, it came out the
Wow.
week that Princess Diana passed away.
Oh
So
God.
it's sort of recent, sort of in the year as it was this time of the year, and it was the first film. I was 15 at the time. It was the first film I was allowed to see at the cinema with rude words in. So when I met Simon the other day, who wrote it, Simon Beaufoy, who's wrote a wonderful script for this, I was really grateful to him and said, "Thank you for teaching me all these very, very rude words."
Yeah, in the nicest possible way. I think the first film
Yeah.
that I ever watched, that my mum allowed me to watch, was Pretty Woman
Oh, yeah.
as a
You made a
teenager.
mistake, a big mistake.
Big mistake. Huge, huge,
Huge.
absolutely. It's been a joy of sort of reading up about you, Neil. Obviously, I know your face very well, and probably
One of
mainly,
them faces, isn't it? One of them. You just want to
probably
slap it when you see
not at
it.
all. Probably mainly from Michael McIntyre's Big Show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, Michael's show, yeah.
you do all the setup for the star of the show,
Unexpected star of the show,
unexpected.
yeah.
What's that
Yeah.
like? That must be so much fun.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
If you've seen the show, to your listeners that are listening to us, if you've seen it, there's a part of the show where we get somebody who's done lovely things for charity, and
yeah.
if they're a great singer, we set them up, and they
Mm.
are the unexpected star, and they close the show. But so many times I'm doing these setups, and we prank them, and I think they must know. How do they not know
Yeah.
that this is going on? But they don't.
Oh,
Sometimes
really? Oh, that's
I
good.
think they're pranking me.
But they are. When the stage all sort of falls down in front of them, and they just
Yeah,
stood
yeah.
there in the theatre. It's amazing. It's just must be
Fantastic.
great fun, hasn't it? And working with
And,
Michael as well, I guess.
Michael's great, and we haven't given anyone a heart attack yet, which is always good.
No, no. Apart from that thing that,
Michael's lovely. The
yeah,
whole show, the whole team on that are just absolutely lovely. It really is.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's just a
often wonder.
joy.
Well, exactly. It's just a fun show. I often wonder how he gets
Yeah.
away with that thing where he creeps into people's houses in the middle of the night. Because how
Tell me
nobody's had
about
a heart attack with that.
Well, they put me up in a hotel and I'm filming it, and they put me up in this hotel, and I went to collect my key, and they said, "Oh, you have to be in room 5." I went, "What do you mean have to be?" And all night long, I thought, what if they're pranking me? What if there are cameras in here? Because I have to be in this room. I
Yeah.
woke up the next morning, nothing had happened, but you get a bit of twitchy bum time.
Yeah, absolutely. But what fun,
Yeah,
as you say, it's all fun, isn't
yeah,
it?
great fun.
So
Yeah.
the tour is not long, well, it's nearly ready, I would imagine. Have you done the full run
It is.
through and everything now?
Yeah, well, I've got to be honest, we've just done Act 1, literally finished Act 1,
Oh.
and we've just done the dance at the end. I've just put my clothes back on.
Thank you.
You'll be glad to know.
Could have been a whole different chat, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we just started running, and touch wood, it's going really well. It's very good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm chuffed to bits. It's great.
Yeah,
Can't say anything more about it. It's going to be great when it hits the stage, and
yeah.
in sunny Cheltenham we start.
Yeah, beautiful theatre as well at the
Yeah,
Everyman Theatre. I've been there a couple of
really
times, so I should be happy to go back
gorgeous
there.
theatre.
Do
Yeah,
you have a favourite bit? Obviously, the post office
yeah,
queue scene is pretty iconic.
yeah,
Do you love
yeah.
that? That's
I get to wrap myself in cling film.
oh, okay.
And eat a Mars bar.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well, the best bit is the strip at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
we're building towards, and it's great fun, and everyone's cheering, and yes,
Yeah.
do it. So yeah, we're that's going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
So I say very exciting. Maybe the last 30 seconds will be a bit
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have a lot of confidence to be doing that sort of thing, but
yeah,
you all
you
have.
do,
You all have.
but it's all right. Been there,
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah, well, exactly. You've done it. Well, you're going to be doing it a lot of times over this tour because I mean, it
Yeah,
doesn't finish till April next year, does it?
I know. I
So
have to do
you've
it
got a
nearly
lot of.
200 times.
Yes,
My goodness
indeed.
me. There won't be many people in the country that haven't seen me in all my glory.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's been
Oh,
a
thank you.
pleasure chatting with you, Neil.
Oh, thank you so much.
Obviously, we will pop this up on the YouTube channel and for
Amazing.
everybody to see. And if everybody wants to get their tickets for the Full Monty, which I'm sure they'll want to, it's fullmontytheplay.com.
Fantastic. See you there.
Yeah, you will see me there. Absolutely. I cannot wait.